We have now recently operated Hurricane Carlos in the East Pacific. You can see it's starting to become a little bit better organized and a little better refined. Wind shear is finally starting to abate, and in radar imagery, which I've now shown here, did show a mostly closed eye wall, like an actual eye wall rather than an eye feature now. But it's still open a little bit to the northwest side, indicating there's a little bit of shear. Even though convection is starting to fire on the northern side, so whichever shit it is, it's probably abating by now, finally at last. As a result, the system should have plenty of time to intensify before the system starts to either A, interact or moves onshore the Mexican coast, or B, encounters cool water and dry air like way up here, like off this map. And as a result, even if the landfall scenario, which is becoming a little bit more likely now, happens, the landfall land interaction is still at least 2 days away, in which shear decreasing. While dry air could be an issue, and I'll get to water vapor on that later. Aside from the presence of dry air, I really see no significant reason why the storm won't strengthen further, possibly into a Category 2 or 3 hurricane. We'll see what happens. The system hasn't cleared out an eye yet, and it's probably still a ways away from doing so. But once it does, I think the system can make a serious run at hurricane status. Look at the visible picture. You can see the hint of the eye there. You can see some okay outflow, even though you can still see a little bit northerly shear here, and you may even see some little bit of dry spots coming in here. Here's a look at this SWYR. You can definitely see a little bit of dry air poking in here, and that may cause some temporary fluctuations in intensity in the next few hours, but seismic conditions are gradually finally becoming more favorable for intensification. And after probably, in my opinion, weakening yesterday, even though it never officially weakened for the ANC, I think Carlos is on a rebounding trend. The official forecast is a little bit uncertain because we don't know how much the system's going to interact with land. Now let's look at the water vapor. You can probably see it the best. However, not always well on the water vapor. You can see some dry air poking through and some shear here. Once this is probably going to delay closing off a core, but once the system can finally bend off the dry air and finally develop a core, which it should eventually be able to do. It may take like 12 hours or so, but maybe even a little longer. But once it eventually does that, it's kind of there already, unless dry air significantly increases, unless this dry spot becomes an issue. I don't see any significant setbacks that would force the development of the core to be delayed by more than 6 to 12 hours. The models have trained eastward water. The European continues to keep it offshore, and some models do keep it offshore. The HWF is actually becoming more aggressive in intensity for a change. Now it's not picking as much upwelling. It was picking upwelling, that's why it was so weak. Now I think the system's starting to move. We'll be starting to move a little bit. And now the HWF is recognizing the fact the system is intensifying. The HWF is becoming more aggressive with the system. The JFDL continues to be an eastern outlier and kind of brings the system almost due north and onshore Mexico. You can see the GFS. The GFS brings us pretty close to the coast and later kind of brings it inland a bit, and I think dissipates it. Hold on. I think it dissipates it. Yeah, you can see by day 5 it's kind of like on into the borderline Gulf of California. It's a very weak system. These are kind of like the same areas that would you lose when Hurricane Manuel hit in 2013. Carlos is a little bit stronger than Manuel, and it's kind of somewhat similar flow and somewhat similar flow pattern that favors a lot of rain over Central America, Mexico, and similar to Manuel, there was a hurricane, the Bad Campeche Ingrid, that made landfall along Mexico as a weakening tropical storm. And now we have something somewhat similar since we have a trough in the Atlantic and it's investing well. That could bring some rain to Texas where they desperately don't need it. Let's look at the shear a little bit. You can see, the ships has very low shear throughout the next 5 days, or 4 days at least. Even though the Yankees hinted at shear, I don't see any significant shear. I see at most At least at the 78-hour outlook, I see at most 10 to 20 knots of shear here at most. Probably less than that. You can see it's in a relatively formidable environment aloft. As a result, I am expecting to see some intensification over the upcoming days, and possibly rapid if the system can get its air report going. That will wrap up this video on Hurricane Carlos. Once again, winds are at 65 knots and the pressure is, I believe, at 990 millibars. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye. Bye.